What's up? How we doing, guys? You know who it is. This is Cedric, guys. Cedric Fritos on the boost today. Check this out, man. I'm over here in Smyrna today at the Marine Force Reserve Training Center. I'm across the street from it. This is their obstacle course. Isn't this cool? Man, Marines, man. These guys are brave guys. These guys, man, they do a lot to, as far as protect our family, Lord God, and our nation. I'm proud, man, just to be in a country with great guys like this, man, and guys who operate at such levels of bravery. But guys, I appreciate you guys for coming on today, coming on the boost. Listen, once again, guys, y'all know all week what we've been doing. We've been hitting it hard. We've been talking about courage. And you probably just like, say it, why are you just showing us this base? Hold on, my fault, let me make this change. There we go. What's up, guys? I just had to make that step out for a minute because it made me think about what I've been talking about all week long. We've been talking about courage, being courageous, doing things regardless of fear and things of that nature. We've been hitting this up strong all week long. Okay, that's a little better. That's a little better. Okay. But first, I'd like to thank you guys for coming on with us on the boost today. Hold on. Listen, all the stuff I be saying, guess what? You got to have a few notes. So I always have a few notes. I just dropped my notes. I had to pick them up there. Hold on a second. All right, we're good to go. Listen, guys, I just like to thank you much for coming on. It's always so great. I'm inspired. I'm inspired just talking to you guys. So it's great to have you here this time that we are together so we can be motivated and encouraged on a regular basis. Listen, thank you once again for being here. And listen, if it's doing anything for you, if you're growing in any aspect, listen, continue coming, man. Continue coming. Oh my gosh, somebody already throwing up the hearts. I love it. I love it. Keep throwing up the hearts. Keep showing your love today. Listen today, guys, I want to talk to you about something a little different today. We're talking about courage still. We're still coming at you at courage. But I want to hit you up from an aspect of limited possibilities. Wrong word. Limitless possibilities. Nobody wants that limited possibility. I said that and I'm sure all of y'all got like, what in the world is he talking about? Limited? I don't want to be limited in my life. I want limitless in my life. Limitless possibilities. Who would not want that? We've been talking about, yes. What's up, babe? Okay, what's up? Carla Beatles on the scope today. I'm happy to hear from you today, babe. Check it out, guys. When I say limitless possibilities, I'm speaking from the aspect of age, of ethnicity, of ethnicity, getting a little tongue-tied, and of color. Regardless of who you are, man, everybody wants to be in a position to have limitless possibilities. And all this week, we've been talking about courage and being courageous and doing the right thing regardless of situation and circumstances. I've always said in my life, I wanted to be a man of faith and valor. And I said, man, I need to figure out what this is. And what I began to realize is courage was a great part of being that man of faith and valor. So in the last few weeks, what we've done is we've started out what is courage and how we develop this skill. So we gave you 4 points or 5 points of how to develop the skill of courage. And then yesterday, we talked about why it was necessary and what we want to do in our lives. Listen, guys, what I've realized over time is you can live this life and you can have a great time here and do a lot of great things on this earth. But what you want to be able to do is leave a legacy for the people to follow. Somebody behind you is going to grow because of you. But if you don't continue to grow as a person, listen, you won't be able to give any direction for anybody else to grow. So I'm going to hit my notes up right quick because I don't want to get too far off base because you know me, I'll get to rolling. Okay, one of the things I wanted to hit you with today, it says, reason why we've been discussing courage. Okay, I hit you up with that, yeah. We always want to be people who operate from a level that's unafraid. And in life, you're going to have opportunities to be scared of things, man, and things to bother you on a regular basis. But this is part of the reason why people don't succeed, man. That lack of courage in your life. That situation in your life that's causing you to be afraid and you won't step out on. I gave you a great example when I bought the land years ago. Well, excuse me, I didn't buy the land years ago. The land that was sitting right beside the subdivision is worth millions and millions now. But if I had just only bought it, listen, I could have been in a better place. But my fear kept me from being there, kept me from growing in that aspect. So when I was talking to you, like I said, we want to be men of faith and valor. I definitely looked it up. because I wanted to give you a definition. I don't want to just tell you exactly what I think. I just kind of want to give you a factual definition. But in doing so, I ran across some great things. So check this out. Let's hit this right quick. Faith and valor. I've always said I want to be that man of faith and valor. Now, we all know what faith is when it comes to a religious aspect. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. When it comes to the dictionary, it speaks of faith is to believe in something even when it appears otherwise. Even when it appears otherwise. So when you just starting that business and you think, man, this just doesn't look like it's gonna work, but do you believe? Do you believe that it is gonna work? Do you believe that it's gonna grow for you? Okay, you should. That's called faith. And valor, I love this word, valor. Valor is courage and boldness as in a battle, bravery. Simply words with limitless possibilities. However, all direct action to a common virtue. The fight to preserve life, whether it's their own or another. A single act of valor can rewrite history books and leave an echo across eternity. A man can only be remembered for so long, but their chronicles hold no bounds. And this is what people who in the military, they live by these type of words, man. Words of courage and words of valor. But there's also words that we should live by as people also. Words of courage, words of valor. It's going to call for something. It's going to call for something other than fear for us to succeed in our life. A lot of people say, I'm afraid to do this, I'm afraid to do that, and that's why they don't grow. But growth requires you to step out on the water and walk toward something greater than you. So what's that thing for you? What's that thing for you? And are you willing to be that person of faith and valor? Are you willing to take that risk and say, I'll do this because it needs to be done? Because it does need to be done. Somebody needs to step out. Somebody needs to be that person to lead. Listen, I don't always want to step out and do something because sometimes, believe it or not, I feel a little fear myself sometimes. But I know I've been called to lead to some degree in my scope of influence. And with that being the case, I don't want to let anybody down. I want everybody to have their best life. To have their best life. And what that requires is for them to step out. And if that means that they won't step out unless I step out first, guess what? It's time to roll, baby. We got to step out and we got to move forward. So listen, today, put in your mindset that just like the Marines, how they work hard to be men of faith and valor, and they have their tools and they have their instructions. Now, all week long, like I said, you've been given your tools. You've been given your instructions of how to develop your courage, how to be that man, how to be that woman of faith and valor. You've been given that all week. Now that you have your tools, now it's just time for you to step up and walk out. Regardless if you're afraid or not, walk out in that faith. Walk out in that valor. Somebody's waiting on you. Somebody's waiting on you to step out and do that thing that nobody else will do. Say that thing nobody else will say. That'll make and change the lives of many. That'll go down in the annals of history. That'll change the history of your family. A lot of people have things going on in their family that they need to change the history of. That can be you. A lot of people have financial aspects of their life that they need to change the history on. That can be you. Know that is you. Why? Because you have limitless possibilities. You can step out and do this. Continue to operate in courage. Like I said, we've talked about the things. So, hey, if you missed a few, go back, roll back on us a couple of days. You can hit it up on YouTube channel, Cedric Beatles. Listen, if you hit me up on there, you'll find those videos. Go through them, find out what you need to do, develop your courage. And listen, step out in it because somebody's waiting on you to do it. Listen, I'm not waiting on you to do it because we're stepping out together. You know it's true. We're stepping out together, we're moving in a courageous manner, and we're getting things done for our lives, for our history. Man, why am I feeling tongue-tied today? Either way, for our history and for the future. Listen, guys, love you guys. Great to be on the boost with you today. And I'm going to have to get ready to let you go. But listen, you can always hit me up, man, on Facebook at Cedric Beatles Speaks. Give me some input. Let me know what you think. Tell me if you like something. Tell me if you dislike something. Listen, I want to grow in courage, but I want to grow in character. I want to grow as a motivational speaker. So give it to me. Give it to me straight, no chaser. Let me know what you think. Listen, also, reach out to me on Twitter at Word of Courage. Word of Courage. Hey, we ain't talking about courage for no reason. Reach out for me at Word of Courage. Give me that input, man. Let me know what we need to do. Cedric, you need to talk about this. Hey, Cedric, you need to reach out and touch us with this right here. Listen, let me know. I'm more than willing to, man. More than willing to. I appreciate you guys for being on the booths again today. Like I said, probably not the most hyped today. We ain't rolling and bouncing today. But listen, it's still a great day. It's still a beautiful day. People blowing out here at me. They say, what's that dude out there doing? Either way, guys, listen. Be courageous. Know that you have limitless possibilities and continue to walk in faith and valor. Love you guys. We out.